Oh my god, I'm so eepy today. Welcome in, welcome in. First was taken by Jeremy. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for being my first today. It makes me very, very happy that you could be my first. And then Daily Pillows, we've got Jacob on YouTube. We've got Jeremy, Salfar, Titan, Protexuality, Nordy, Lazy, and Sequar. Welcome in. I hope y'all are doing good. I'm still waking up, as you can probably hear. Haha. But I got some water, so I'll be able to hydrate. And that should help. And tarot ASMR. I don't know if it's necessarily ASMR. It's more just, I just woke up. Hi, Engar. Welcome in. Alright, let me grab my tarot cards. I need those for the reading. Let's see, let's see. Now you can hear me unboxing my tarot cards. That's probably ASMR. Hi, Chaos the Clown. Welcome in. Okay. I got my regular cards. Let's also grab my oracle cards. Okay. Let's see who's in the queue so far. Who do we have? So first up is Zelfar, who wants a love reading. Yes, I saw you're panicking. I promise I'll give you the love reading. Then after Zelfar, we've got Lazy, who also wants a love reading. And then Chaos the Clown, who wants a general reading. And then Sequar, who wants a general reading. Let's see what we got for you, Zelfar, for your love reading. Oh my goodness. Let's see what's cooking. Love reading. Ooh. My voice can't do that quite yet right now. My throat isn't primed for making siren noises. I need a little bit more water for that. Thank you for spending time with us. Yeah. I'm happy to be here. I'm just really sleepy, but I am happy to be here. I'll wake up soon enough. I've never had a tarot reading before. How do they work? It's very simple, actually. So tarot cards, each individual card has a unique meaning, right? They all mean something. Like, for instance, the Fool, the first card in the major arcana of tarot cards, The Fool represents somebody at the start of their journey, somebody with not a lot of experience, who doesn't know that much. And if it's reversed, it can usually mean somebody who's like oblivious to the point of like almost intention, somebody who's being like intentionally ignorant of the world around them, or doing like really stupid, reckless shit, you know? Versus like the World, where the World is a card of like completion, attaining your goal, reaching the end of your journey, versus in its reverse, where it's about like stagnation or feeling like your job still isn't done, right? So when you ask the cards a question, I pull out a few cards and then I take the meanings of all those cards and then I mash them up into a response for you. That's what it is. Mexico won the game today. Let's fucking go. It's because I drew that art of you, isn't it? The art I drew is what led them to victory. I believe it in my heart and soul. They will win. Also, hi, John. I see you on YouTube. Look at you. Yeah, it's because I drew you. I'm rooting for them. I put a lot of love and attention into that commission, so I know the team could feel it. Alright, let's see what we got for Zelfar's love reading. You know, speaking of love. Oh, speaking of love. Okay. Also, thanks for grabbing your daily pillow, Veer. Making me nice and comfy cozy with your daily pillow. Let's put these up on the screen for you, Zalfar. Starting with... And then we've got... I may or may not be getting close to that crush I had. Yeah, I mean, I would say so, considering your very first card that you pulled is the Lovers card. It feels like things are working out pretty well. I feel that sense of pull towards each other that you're having right now. And then, yeah, oh, I can kind of do it a little bit now. My voice is warming up. There we go. Alrighty, so we got all the cards for you. This is unrelated to the reading, but I like to point it out when it happens. I like the color gradation we have here. I think the colors, they all match each other very nicely in this set of 3 cards. That doesn't have anything to do with the reading. I just think it's cool when all 3 cards match in like color scheme. So I like to point it out when it happens. So in order of left to right for your love reading. Also, hi, Jacob. What's going on with your notifications? Oh no. I believe in you. It's okay. Don't worry too much, okay, Jacob? Yeah, hi. So in order of left to right, we have the Lovers. We have the reverse Queen of Swords. And we have the 10 of Coins. So we start with the Lovers card, right? And the Lovers is a card of attraction. It's a mutual attraction, right? Both people are really benefiting from this relationship. Both you and, I would say, the person that you're crushing on. It feels like they're definitely getting some good shit out of this. They're having a good time with this, right? So overall, I'd say good solid start, especially if you're trying to build towards something romantic with them. Having the Lovers card here signifies that there's definitely something blossoming here. We don't fully know if it's love yet, but something special is definitely blossoming here. We follow it up with the reverse Queen of Swords. And the reverse Queen of Swords is somebody who has been hurt in the past. You know, they might come across as very like cutting or unsympathetic, but really it's just they've got their guard up. They're very strongly, very tightly holding up their sword because they don't want to get fucked over again. Right? Now, this could be them. Maybe they've had some bad relationships in the past, and maybe they're not quite sure if they're ready for anything yet, especially if there was a recent bad relationship. That sounds like her. Yeah. It's not anything against you. Also, hi, Toya. Welcome in. Yeah, it's not anything against you. It's just like she's already been hurt so many times before that it takes a long time for her to feel safe and to let her guard down, because there's always the potential for her to be hurt again because she has been hurt, you know? And that's not something that kind of happens overnight and like fixing it and getting past it, you know? It takes time to build trust. And I think that's why you have your final card here, right? Which is the 10 of Coins. And the 10 of Coins is a card of security and stability. It's setting down your roots to help give strength to the people around you. And I think this is really what the cards are like suggesting, like, hey, she's not ready yet. There's definitely something wonderful and lovely blooming between the two of you, but she's not ready yet to make anything happen. So all you can do is just show that you're a safe space, right? Build that safe space with her where she knows that she's going to be okay, that nothing bad is going to happen. Because it might be obvious to you, like, of course nothing bad's going to happen. I would never do anything bad to her. But there have been plenty of people who have said that and then done bad things to her, you know? Yeah. So I think definitely prioritize your friendship, prioritize building a place where she feels safe, you know, where she feels like it's okay, that you're not looking to do anything that she doesn't want to do, that she's what matters most, right? And I think showing that safety, that stability, that friendship is going to help her heal. And then I think more could possibly blossom from that. But the number one priority right now is that she's been hurt in the past. She wants to make sure you're not going to hurt her. And the only way she can know that is herself. You can't just straight up tell her, hey, I'm not going to. She has to see it with her eyes. She has to convince herself in her mind first, you know. And that takes time, you know. I just got her in a manga series too. Oh, that's so exciting. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so far it definitely feels like you are doing a really good job. So Blood Machine, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hi Mita, welcome in as well. Which How to Tell You, yeah, that's such a good series, dude. Honestly, she may or may not relate to Chiefrey. She may or may not relate to Chiefrey if she's getting into Witch Hat Atelier. But I think for sure, just, you know, I think you're doing a good job so far. I think the cards are telling you that you're doing a good job so far. And it's not really anything that you're doing, especially because that reverse Queen of Swords, that's kind of saying like she's just not ready yet. So don't force her, don't push her. Take your time with it, slow and steady. She'll know when she feels safe. She'll know when she feels ready. And you will know. You will know. She asks, is this going to feed into my fatherless behavior? Joke's on her. There's 2 fathers in this, and they live together with their 4 witch children, witch apprentice children. Is there yaoi? The mangaka retweets the yaoi of the main characters. It's basically canon. But yeah. It's such a beautiful series. It's so funny. Hell yeah, they do. But yeah, I hope that helps. Like I said, it feels like you're on the right track. It feels like you're doing some good stuff. And it's just gonna take her some time to feel safe and to warm up to things. it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just she needs time to heal from past scars, you know? Elsa, hi Lazy, hi Darren, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Alrighty, next up is Lazy. And Lazy also wants a love reading. Perfect timing, Lazy. Gotta hydrate. Right, let's see what we got for your love reading, Lazy. Also, thank you for the lurk so far. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hydrate, Toya. Let me sip some more. Very refreshing. Alright, let's see what we got for you. For Lazy's love reading. Hi, Red. Welcome in. An interesting assortment of cards for you, Lazy. Also, Daytime Moon, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Alright, let's get these cards up on the screen for you so you can see what I'm saying. Oops. There we go. And then we've got and then the final card is... Alrighty, so we've got all the cards for you, Lazy, for your love reading. We have the Emperor, we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Reverse Five of Swords. So we start with the Emperor, right? The Emperor is somebody who leads, you know, they lead other people. They take charge. They know how to, I would say, take command of a room. And that feels like it's playing in very nicely with this Page of Swords as well, because the Page of Swords is a very charismatic person. There's somebody who's very much like a diplomat. They're good with people. I'll say the thing is you know how to handle people. I think you have a very strong charm to you when it comes to talking with other people. When you need to get things done, you know who to ask, that sort of thing. And I think that plays very nicely for you. So the cards, I mean, the first two cards straight up are like, hey, you are good at talking with people. You are good at like getting to people's level and helping them break down their barriers and connect with you. That is your strong point, and I think you should play more into it. You have a very disarming charm to you, right? And then we follow it up with the Reverse Five of Swords. And the Reverse Five of Swords is a card of things are not too late, right? Feels like this card is telling you, like, you need to hear this. Like, it's not too late. It's not over yet. If you've been fearing like you fucked something up, or maybe you're fearing like it's too late to fix things with somebody, the cards are telling you it's not. You have the skills necessary and you have the time. So fix it. you know, before it does become too late. But right now, as it stands, it's not too late, right? Don't let your fear of failure hold you back from actually getting things on the right track and doing the things that you want to make sure you don't regret anything, right? I think you hold more power in your hands than you realize that you're capable of. And maybe you're telling yourself, like, oh, there's no way I can salvage this. There's no way I can make this better or fix this. And it feels like the cards are saying, no, that's not true at all, actually. You absolutely can salvage this. You can fix this. You can do this. You've got the skills. You can pass the skill check, you know? Also, Darren, thank you so much for the 40 stream streak. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I hope that helps, Lazy. Like I said, it definitely feels like you're worried about whether or not you can fix a relationship. And it feels to me like the cards are saying, like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. But you gotta do it now. You know? But yeah, I hope that helps. The Tremor, welcome in. Thanks for grabbing your daily pillow. But yeah, there you go. There you go, Lazy. Next up is... well, thank you for the head pads. Next up is Chaos the Clown. Chaos the Clown, are you here? So thanks for grabbing your daily pillow as well. Hi, Chaos. And Chaos wants a general reading. That's funny how that reading came out, because I was actually trying this time and had the doubt in the back of my mind. Yeah. The cards are telling you you're more than equipped to handle the situation. So don't let your fear of failure stop you. It's confidence. It's about confidence. You'd be surprised how far confidence can carry you in life, even if you actually don't know what you're doing. There have been studies, you know, where if you walk confidently into a place with a fucking high-vis vest and a clipboard, and you walk in with the confidence of somebody who's supposed to be there, nobody's going to bat an eye. People are going to think you're supposed to be there, right? You'd be surprised how far confidence can get you. Yeah, let's see what we got for your general reading, Chaos the Clown. I thought I was being called for a bit. Yeah, because you have Chaos. Yeah, but you know I call you Asterisk. You know I call you Asterisk, silly. Let's see what we got for your general reading. Azura Stella, welcome in, Raiders. How are you guys? How's it going? Oh my gosh, you were playing art? Did you win? Did you win your drawing? I hope it was very successful. We're currently doing tarot readings for chat. If you would like to get a reading, I believe we still have some slots. If you'd like to snag one and ask the cards for some advice. We're doing a general reading for Chaos the Clown right now. Indeed, you did win. Let's go. That's what I like to hear. Let's see what we got for you. This is an interesting reading, Chaos. Alrighty. How do I get a reading? Is there a queue? Well, there is a queue right now. And you get a reading by redeeming it through the channel points. So if you click on the little star on for it to redeem for 5 Twitch channel points, you can get a reading. Also, hi Starry Night on YouTube. Hi. We are doing readings, but we're doing them in order. If you want, I can add you to the queue, Starry Night, on Twitch, because most of the queue is being done through Twitch. But I can add you to the queue if you want, if you're okay with waiting, Starry Night. All right, so we got the cards for you, Chaos. Let's put these up on the screen. Starting with. There we go. And then the final card is. Doop. There we go. Alrighty. So we've got all of the cards for your reading, Chaos. In order of left to right, we have the 8 of Cups, we have the High Priestess, and we have the reverse 7 of Cups. So we start with the 8 of Cups, right? And the 8 of Cups is a card of it's time to move on, right? The well is poisoned. You're not really getting much out of this. This isn't helpful. You're being tied down to something that's not bringing you joy, right? This is a card that presents a lack of fulfillment. So the cards are saying like, hey, you don't have to be here. You can leave at any time. You're an adult. If you really want to, you can just get in your car and fucking leave. Like, nobody's gonna stop you, right? There's no reason for you to tie yourself to this. And I think you kind of know what this is, right? Because we also sort of lead into the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is a card of like your inner voice, your inner wisdom, your intuition. Listen to what your gut is telling you, right? What is your instinct telling you in this situation? Because it feels like you are pretty in touch with your inner voice, and this voice is telling you, can we please get the fuck out of here, right? That's what it's saying. It's like, please, can we fucking leave? I cannot stand to be here. Please, I'm begging you. Can we go literally anywhere else, right? And so maybe listen to your inner voice. What is that resonating with, right? What is this in regards to? And then interestingly, it feels like maybe one of the reasons why you're scared to leave is because of this reverse 7 of Cups. Because the 7 of Cups is a card of freedom. It's a card of change, adaptability. Anything you want, you can make happen. If you can imagine it, you can create it, right? But in its reverse, it's almost overwhelming. There's so many options that you don't even know how to pick, so you don't. With so many choices, so many directions you can go in that you don't even know what route to take, right? It's like this sense of like unfocused, right? No limits means a lack of control. But this also is a card of like a sea of change is coming. This is the chance for you to pick a tide and go with the flow, right? Because to me, this kind of reads like anywhere is better than here. It feels like almost anywhere is better than here. So just pick something. Pick something to at least start off with. You can always change your course later, but I think it's better than staying here, right? But yeah, I hope that helps. Also, hi Puck, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I hope that helps, Chaos. Fingers crossed. Next up is Sequar. Sequar, you're here, right? Hi, Sequar. And Sequar said, what does the second half of the month have in store for me? Let's see what's cooking in the calendar for you. Let's see what we got for you. Oh, interesting. Alrighty, let's put these up on the screen for you, Sequar. Starting with and then we follow it up with there we go. Alrighty, so we've got all the cards for you, Sequar, for your general last half of the month reading. In order of left to right, we have the Hanged Man, we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the Reverse Lovers card. So we start with the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a card of contemplation, really stopping to think about what's tying you down, what's holding you back, and then cutting yourself free, right? This is a moment to really stop and to think and to reflect on things, right? You don't need to keep the things that are weighing you down close to you, right? So what can you shave off? What do you not actually need, right? What's dead weight to you right now? We follow it up with the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is somebody who has her eye on the prize, right? She is in ruthless pursuit of her goals, right? You want to reach your goals. You have your sword in hand and you are ready to cut down anything that gets in the way of you and your destination, right? So it feels like you've got something in mind for sure that like you want to achieve, that you want to get done by the end of this month. And so it feels like the cards are like, hey, love that for you. What's tying you down? What's holding you back? Because it doesn't matter if you have a sword in your hand, if you've got a rock tied to your ankle. Why don't you try unclasping the rock from your ankle first? And then it'll make it easier to head towards your goal, right? So hi, Jenny. Welcome in. And then we follow it up with the Reverse Lovers card, right? And the Reverse Lovers is a card of kind of just like going through the motions. You're doing things probably because you feel like you have to, not necessarily because you want to. It's more like a, well, this is just how it has to be done. Like, this is just the steps I have to take. These are the things I have to do. This is my routine. And it's like, Is it? Are these things you actually have to do? Right? I feel like that's kind of what the cards are saying. They're like, there's a lot of stuff I think you can trim down. A lot of things that you're doing out of habit that you don't actually like, but you feel like the habit is a necessity when it's not, right? So this is the time for you to really just stop and think about, you know, what is actually necessary for you? What are the things you actually need to do versus the things that you're doing because you've been doing them the whole time, right? There's a stark difference there. So I think that's the key thing, is just really stopping and thinking about, what am I doing that I don't actually need to do? And I think if you do that, it'll help you really cut down and focus, sort of lock in on the things that actually matter to you. You know? Well, there you go. I hope that helps, Sequoia. Fingers crossed. Next up is Titan. How do I play? You just redeem the tarot reading with the channel points. So if you click on the little sparkle underneath chat, the little sparkle emoji, you will see a tarot reading redeem for 5 channel points. Which, since you followed, you have 300, so you should definitely be able to afford it. Alrighty, next up is Titan, and Titan said, what is next month looking like for me? And Titan, you are also subbed, so you get a free Oracle card with your reading as well. Yippee! So let's see what we got for you, Titan, for your general reading for next month. Titan from Megamind. Yeah, from Megamind. Absolutely. Let's see what we got for you. Okay, and let's grab your Oracle card. So thanks for grabbing your daily pillow puck. So hi, Leon. Welcome in. Dude, I swear I'm having like olfactory hallucinations. Why the fuck does it smell like grilled cheese, bro? Am I just hungry? Is that what this is? Why am I hallucinating the scent of grilled cheese? Do I just really want a grilled cheese? I do really want a grilled cheese right now. But is that why I smell grilled cheese? Grilled cheese does sound good. Yeah, dude. Ah, fuck. After stream, I'll make me a grilled cheese. That's what I want to do. I'll make me 2 grilled cheeses. Fuck it. Why not, right? Live dangerously. Live life on the edge. I'm not driving. Who's reading? We're doing Titan's reading right now. grabbing the Oracle card for you. Oh, yeah, that feels very fitting for this reading. Double grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, baby. Oh, it'll be so good. All right, let's put these cards up on the screen for you. So first up we have... Okay, so in order of left to right, Titan, for your general reading for next month, we have the reverse Three of Cups, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the World. And then for your Oracle card, we have Spring, right? So we start with the reverse Three of Cups, right? And the reverse Three of Cups is a card of technically you're winning. Technically you're winning. You're doing a lot of really good things. For all intents and purposes, most people would categorize you as successful. But I don't know if you're actually satisfied with it, right? Like, yeah, sure, you're doing a good job, but I don't know if you're happy with this. That's kind of what the reverse Three of Cups says, right? And so that sort of leads us into your Four of Swords, which is a card of healing, right? Healing after a battle. It's a card of recuperation. This is also a card of like spending time with people who care about you, right? This is sort of like reorienting yourself as you heal. Things have been difficult, but I think next month is also like the chance for you to heal and to rest and to sort of gain your footing on things, to realize what does matter to you, what does bring you joy, what does make you happy, what is your ideal pinnacle of success, right? Because it's different for everybody. I think different people would be happiest with different things. And really, that's something only you can tell yourself. Like, this is what would bring me joy, right? And that's kind of what the world leads into. The world is a card of travel. It's a card of change, union, reunion. It's, you know, achieving success, but it's also the path of liberation, freeing yourself to move towards your ultimate goal of who you want to be and where you want to go and what you want to do, right? The world is your end goal. When you think of the world is your oyster, right? What are you picturing? You know, everybody has a lot of different stuff. But I would say here that the cards are kind of like, don't feel like you're tied into what you're doing right now. Don't feel like what's happening right now is set in stone, right? You have the chance to do anything really, but I think it's up to you to decide what will bring you genuine satisfaction and joy, what will make you feel content, right? And we have this sort of reassurance from your Oracle card here too, which is spring, right? Spring is rebuilding, it's awakening, it's rebirth, right? It's new beginnings. Also, Altair, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I think the key thing here is it's not too late. It's not too late. You are in the spring of your life. You are in the prime of your life. There is no need for you to worry that like it's fucking over. You're not set in stone. It's not like you're a 90-year-old guy, right? Like practically on your deathbed, right? You have plenty of time to switch lanes, to change the direction, the course of your life. So don't feel like you're locked into something that makes you unhappy. There's plenty you can do. There's plenty of time, plenty of things you can do. So it's just a matter of, well, what do you want to do, right? And there you go. I hope that helps, Titan. Fingers crossed. Yeah, there you go. And there's your first tarot reading. Next up, which we'll also read out the cues. Let's see what the current cue is. Current cue, we're doing daytime moons reading next. So daytime moon, are you here? Then after daytime moon is Jenny. Then after Jenny is Alex. Then after Alex is Puck. Then after Puck is Blood Machine. Hi, daytime moon. Perfect. So daytime moon asks for a love reading. Love with either J or M or someone new. Ooh, look at you. Are you a hopeless romantic too, like me? Is that what that is? Let's see what we got for you, daytime moon. Yes, hopelessly romantic. Me too. Me too. I 100% get it. Where it's like love could be anywhere. It could be all around me. There's so much love to give. So many lovely people. Let's see what we got for you for your love reading. Okay. This is the best part of your day. I'm glad I can be a part of the best part of your day, Jeremy. Makes me very happy. Let's see. Next card is... And then the final card is... There we go. Alrighty. We've got all of the cards for you, daytime moon, for your love reading. In order of left to right, we have the Chariot, we have the Page of Wands, and we have the reverse Page of Coins. So we start with the Chariot, right? So hi, sexy captain. Welcome in. And the Chariot is a card of victory. It's a card of triumph, right? Taking everything you've learned, all of your experiences, all of your knowledge, and using that to achieve greatness, right? I would say you probably have a decent amount of love experience, whether through your own personal experiences or through what you've seen work and not work from other people around you. I feel like you've been taking notes this whole time, right? That's what the Chariot feels like. It feels like you've got a lot of knowledge here. It's okay to use it. It's okay to use both your experiences and the experiences of those around you to your advantage here, right? And then we follow it up with the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is somebody who is a messenger, they're a dreamer, they're somebody at the start of their journey. So maybe you don't necessarily have that much experience yourself when it comes to love, but you're excited to see what can blossom. You're excited to see what can happen, right? This is the chance for you to really see, you know, where your passions come to light. And then following that into the reverse Page of Coins, we have somebody who is maybe not wanting to listen to reason, somebody who doesn't want to see things for what they are. You know, they say ignorance is bliss, and some people are almost willfully ignorant when it comes to certain things. I don't necessarily think that's you. I think it's more of like a warning, right? Obviously, there's a lot that you want to accomplish. There's a lot of things you want to do, especially when it comes to love. There's many things that I think you have a mental vision for. Maybe you're a bit of a daydreamer, you know? You got lots of things on your mind of things you want to make happen, almost like a checklist of things that you want to come to pass, things that you want to do with your lover, insert person here, right? And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with daydreaming. It can be a very beautiful thing, and I think it's perfectly enjoyable. However, I think maybe you're reaching the point where some of these dreams are kind of overriding your chance at actually doing something in the real world. Does that make sense? It's like you have the capacity to make any of this love happen. I think it's well within your ability to make this love blossom and to make something happen and to have it be real. But just be careful that your daydreams and that sort of like innocence that you're bringing into this doesn't override the reality of the situation. Does that make sense? It's like when you get so caught up in these daydreams and these beautiful scenes that you're painting in your mind, I think you lose track of the beauty of what can happen in the moment, the beauty of what's right in front of you in the real world as well, right? Yeah, I'm a Pisces, so I'm in dreamland constantly. Reality is hard. I would say reality is different from a daydream, but it's not worse than a daydream. I think if you learn to romanticize what's already right in front of you, I think you will find that even reality can be a very beautiful thing, full of love as well. It's just a matter of you do have to actually do something to make the reality full of that same love too. Why don't you try doing some of those things that you're dreaming about, you know? I think you would be surprised how well it can work. So there you go. Maybe you just got to make your move. Feels to me like maybe you just got to make your move on somebody. Maybe start flirting a little more shamelessly, you know? Reality can be a lovely thing. I don't think it's something you need to run away from. There you go. I hope that helps. Next up, we've got Jenny. Jenny, are you here? Hi, little princess. Welcome in. Is Jenny here? Jenny may have gone AFK. Let's see. Next up in the queue is... It's 11:11 over there. Oh, it's 12:11 for me. But welcome in, welcome in. You gotta make a wish. Alright, I think Jenny might be AFK, so we'll go to the next person. Next person is Alex. Alex, are you here? Hi, Alex. And Alex wants a relationship reading. Let's see what we got for you. So Alex's relationship rating. Let's see what we got for you, Alex. Okay, we've got all the cards for you, so let's put them up on the screen. You had a terrible day and you fought and you cried. Oh no, Poppy, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, at least the day is over now. You can take some time for yourself. I'm sorry, it always sucks when it's a bad day, man. Let's see. Next we've got... And then I watched Ponyo and the night is really soft. Yeah, Ponyo. Ponyo will heal you. Did you know Ponyo likes ham? Were you aware? There we go. Alrighty. We've got all of the cards for you, Alex, for your relationship reading. So, I'm fully aware of that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. One time I made the Ponyo ramen myself. I even made the noodles from scratch, but it was my first time making ramen noodles from scratch, so I cut the noodles a bit too thick. But it still turned out pretty good, honestly, all things considered. I made it way back in high school, so I was like a teenager at the time. But it turned out really nice. I was very proud of myself. Holy shrimp de Ponyo udon. Yeah. Yeah, I made a Ponyo udon. They might have been a little too thick for udon noodles too. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't exactly have the knife skills that I have today. That was built through decades of experience, you know. So, let's see, Alex, for your relationship reading. In order of left to right, we have the Hermit. We have the reverse Nine of Coins. And we have the Moon. So we start with the Hermit. The Hermit is kind of shying away from the world, doesn't really want to interact too much with other people. It feels very much like they're keeping to themselves. There's a lot that's kind of running in their minds, a lot of stuff that they want to do, that they want to make happen. You know, trying to achieve enlightenment or whatever. And it feels very much like, yeah, you're not really coming out of your shell. You're not really coming out of your cave. There's too much going on inside the cave. You don't really want to leave. And when it comes to relationships, I don't know if that's necessarily the best or the most helpful, but I think you do have the charm of you're somebody who wants to help other people. You absolutely do want to help other people. You want to be the guiding light for the people in your life. And I do think that is your charm point, right? When it comes to your relationships with others. However, that leads us to the reverse Nine of Coins. And the reverse Nine of Coins is kind of a burnout card, right? The reverse Nine of Coins is overexerting yourself, burning through your energy. This is the card of like you're kind of spreading yourself too thin. Also, hi Jenny. I was calling for you earlier. I didn't know where you went. We're doing Alex's reading and then we'll do yours, okay, Jenny? So yeah, it definitely feels like you're pushing yourself too hard. You're spreading yourself too thin. I don't know if you can necessarily keep up with what all you're trying to do right now. You gotta make sure you're taking time for yourself. You know, your relationship with yourself is also an important one. And then we follow it up with the Moon card. And the Moon is a card of mystery. And it's a card of intuition and the changing of the tides, right? I think now is the chance, if you want to take better care of yourself, now is the time for you to actually do that and take better care of yourself, right? I think it is a matter of doing what needs to be done for you, because I do think you want to help people. You want to be involved in the lives of the people around you that you care about, but also you do have to make sure that you are understanding what your needs are, you know, and that doesn't necessarily mean just like burying yourself away in a hole or anything like that. I think it means just like spending time with people without thinking about how you can help them or fix them or do things for them. Spending time with them just for the sake of having fun, you know, without having to worry about what needs to be done. And I think that'll help you a lot. Because otherwise it can be kind of burdensome to constantly be on edge about thinking of what you need to do for so and so and this person and that person, you know? Take some time for you. Decompress, relax, spend the time with the friends in ways that don't involve you helping them, and just, you know, you having a good time. And I think that'll help your relationships as a whole, you know? There you go, Alex. I hope that helps. Yeah, you can see be valuable to people without doing something. Exactly. Fingers crossed. I hope that helps, Alex. Then next up, we've got Jenny. And Jenny said, can you read for my best friend? Let's see what we got for you, Jenny. You bought dashi and miso. Oh my god, you make me so hungry, dude. I'm still thinking about that grilled cheese. I'm still thinking about the 2 grilled cheeses I want to make. So I can make better ramen and such. Yeah, it's gonna be so delicious. Let's see what we got for you, Jenny. Oh, big rating, big rating. All right, let's put these up on the screen, starting with there we go. Alrighty, Jenny. For your reading for your friend, in order of left to right, we have the Reverse Emperor, we have the Reverse High Priestess, and we have the Fool. So we start with the Reverse Emperor. Reverse Emperor is somebody who moves less from being a leader and more into being a bit of a tyrant. Somebody who needs a very strict sense of control over the people around them. This is a card of inflexibility. Maybe ego is getting in the way. Somebody who can be maybe a bit overbearing in a sense, right? It feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. There's a lot going on here. And this could be for a variety of reasons. And then we followed up with the Reverse High Priestess, which is like a lack of depth. Somebody who's not really willing to understand other people or really like connect with other people, right? So there's a sense of maybe somebody's also just like afraid to listen to the people around them because they don't want too many conflicting voices in their head. But it's like you need to hear the conflicts in order to understand what side to take when it comes to things, right? So it feels like it is really a matter of opening your mind to what other people have to say, to what other people are trying to tell you, right? It's good to be strong in your convictions, but it's still also important to listen to the people who love you and care about you, you know, because they can see the situation from a more objective angle. And then we followed up with the Fool, and the Fool is somebody who is at the start of their adventure, somebody with not a lot of experience. They're a dreamer, and there's also a card of freedom. This is the chance for you to take the path you actually want to take. This is a new beginning, right? So what direction do you want to go from here, right? There you go. I hope that helps your friend, Jenny. Fingers crossed. Oh my goodness, I'm still yawning like crazy. Also, Jeremy, thank you for the cover song redeem. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Now let's pause my lo-fi. There we go. Wow, here's my YouTube channel. In case you guys are not following my YouTube channel. There you go. Let's see. Where is the song? There it is, the cover song you requested. そして坊やは眠りについていけそく愛の中の一つ二つと浮かぶ膨らみ愛しい横顔大地にたるるエコさんの夢陰の瞳の揺らぐ夜に生まれ落ちた輝くお前幾億の年月がいくつ祈りを土へ返しても私は祈り注げるどうかこの子に愛をつないだ手に消そうそして坊やは眠りについたいけそく愛の中の一つ二つと浮かぶ膨らみ愛しい横顔大地にたるるエコさんの夢銀の瞳の揺らぐ夜に生まれ落ちた輝くお前幾億の年月がいくつ祈りを土へ返しても私は祈り注げるどうかこの子に愛をつないだ手に消そうYippee! Thank you for the cover song redeem, Jeremy. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you guys aren't following me on YouTube, it would be really, really, really cool if you did. I am getting closer to 1K on YouTube, actually. My little goal to myself is it'd be really nice if I hit 1K by my birthday. So if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to my YouTube. Thank you so much for the sub. I see somebody did. Thank you. Yeah, we post ASMR roleplay videos every month. We multi-stream on YouTube. We also post cover songs. New subscriber, welcome in. I appreciate it. But yeah, There you go. There you go. Also, I see what you redeemed over there, Puck. Yeah, welcome in, Crystal. Welcome in as well. Yeah, let me give you your there you go. The multi-hit combo, if you will. Alright, let's see. Next up in the queue is Puck, actually. And Puck said, where should I go with my career? Should I go back to school? We'll see what the cards have to say. Let's see what the cards have to say. What do we got for you, Puck? Can you read for me? We're currently doing the queue right now. Let me see if we have any space. Do we have any slots left in the queue? So all of the slots are currently taken at the moment, but as we go through, some people do tend to disappear. So we might be able to do a reading for you towards the end of stream if you're okay with waiting, Crystal. But right now we are going through several people right now who are in line. Okay, yeah, I'll call for you whenever we catch up. Alright, so we're doing Puck's reading. Let's see what we got for you, Puck. What's up? Hi, Giggles. Welcome in. Hi. Hope you're doing well. You good? Nice. Glad to hear it. See what we got for you, Puck. Okay. And then let's see. You are also subbed, so we'll grab your Oracle card as well, Puck. Okay, we got all of the cards for you. So let's put them up on the screen, starting with this card has been coming up a lot today. Oh my goodness. I swear. This card's been coming up like every reading. Oh my goodness. And then the final card is... because I'm shuffling my deck, it's just coming up with everybody else's cards. I don't know. I guess the card of the day today is the Queen of Swords. And then your final card. There we go. Alright, Puck. For your reading about, you know, what should you do with your career? Should you go back to school? That sort of thing. In order of left to right, we have the Eight of Swords. We have the reverse Queen of Swords. And we have the reverse Queen of Coins. And then for your oracle card, we have Harvest, right? So we start with the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is a card of kind of feeling stuck in place. Maybe it's fear of leaving a bad situation because maybe you're afraid that the situation will be worse, right? But I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I think it's up to you what you decide to do. But ultimately, I don't think there's that much risk that you're afraid there is, right? Because as you are with your career, you already do have experience, you already do have knowledge, you already do have hands-on experience, and that is incredibly valuable. So I think it can be tough, but I think if you really need to leave this bad situation, you should, right? If it feels like you need to get out of here, then I think you should. And then that sort of leads us into the next card, which is the reverse Queen of Swords. And it feels very much like somebody who has suffered in the past and doesn't really want to suffer anymore. You've been dealt the rough hand and you don't want to have to deal with it again. So it feels like you are actively looking for preemptive measures, things that you can do that will actively help you avoid this in the future, right? I think that is a very solid first step. And then that, interestingly, it leads us to the third card, which is the reverse Queen of Coins, which is kind of like a card of somebody who maybe seems a little suspicious, like something's a little fishy. There's some intrigue afoot, if you will. It certainly feels half like imposter syndrome and half like something weird is kind of going on when it comes to people around you, maybe in the workplace. But to me, this feels very much like I think other people are faking it around you. It's okay if you fake it a little bit too. But ultimately, I think the key thing here is, what is your goal? What are you looking to do when it comes to career? Are you looking to go up the ladder? Are you looking for an entirely different career? Are you looking to completely pivot paths? Are you looking to just like level up or go into like an adjacent branch of things? I think when you know what you want to do, it makes it easier to decide, because going to school for something could be helpful. But also there's other things you can do. You could get certifications, right? You could get the degree for the thing that you're doing just so you can have extra leverage on top of your hands-on experience, or like I said, like certifications. Or you can start looking to go into something completely different. In that case, you would need to study for something else, and that can be, I think, very difficult. But ultimately, I think if you want to go to school for something, it matters why you're going to school for something, right? And that's going to sort of help lead you in the direction you need to go for what you're investing your time and your energy into for your career. And then that kind of leads us into your final card, your oracle card, which is Harvest, right? Which is a card of determination and hard work. I do think your hard work will pay off. Whatever you decide to do, it's not a waste, right? So if you decide to get certified in something in order to like level up your abilities of what you're able to do in order to get the paid raise, I think that's well worth it. If you decide you want to go to school to get like a supplementary degree on top of what you're currently doing right now, I think that's also worth it. I think if you decide you want to completely pivot, so you want to start majoring in something else instead and focusing on going to school for something completely different so you can get a totally different job, I think that could also be worth it in the long run too. It might take a lot longer than the others, for sure, especially in this job market, but I don't think it would be a waste, So I think it really does come down to, what do you want? And also, what's kind of the core issue bugging you when it comes to career, right? Because that's sort of going to help narrow things down a lot for you too, of what you actually should do, what your actual goals are, what your actual plan is, But yeah, I hope that helps. Fingers crossed, Puck. I missed the song. It's okay. It's okay. It's on my YouTube. You can listen to it anytime. Anytime. Yeah, there you go. I hope that helps, Puck. Next up is blood machines. Blood machines, are you here? Here, hi. And blood machine says, what does the future look like between me and the mother of my child? That is a very loaded question. That is a very loaded question. There's a lot going on here. Even in just the phrasing of your question, I can tell things are kind of complicated. But let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. Yeah, even just in the phrasing of that question, I can sense some complications. Let's see what the cards have for you, blood machines. Gotta have a friend for them. Yeah, now they got friends. They're having a good time now. Crawling on my screen. Alright, let's see what we got for you, blood machine. Okay. Rough start, very rough start, but it's not all bad. Let's let's put the cards up on the screen for you and we'll start breaking it down. So I'll put them up so you can see what I'm looking at here. Let me follow it up with and then the final card is, there we go. Alrighty. So for your reading about what the future looks like between you and the mother of your child, like I said, the phrasing of that is already a very strong indicator that things may not be super great. And that feels kind of emphasized by your cards right now. In order of left to right, we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the reverse Seven of Coins. Starting with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the shit sucks card. This is, oof, things are bad card. It's not helping right now. It's not a great time right now, right? That's what the Ten of Swords is. This is misfortune, despair, anguish, pain, misery, defeat, loss. It's not a fun time. This is the you're being stabbed in the back by 10 swords, right? That's what the Ten of Swords is, right? But, 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 we followed up with the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is success after anxieties. This is a card of a journey to a new place, taking the good things with you. You decide, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna make the best of the situation I have. I'm gonna put my things in the car and I'm gonna go to a better place. I'm gonna take my good memories with me. I'm gonna leave my bad shit behind. That's what the Six of Swords is, right? So, as much as we do start with that Ten of Swords, you will not stay on that Ten of Swords, right? You're moving past it. You're like, you know what? That sucked. That was really fucking bad. It sucked ass, but I just gotta do what I can. And what can I do? I pack my shit into the boxes and I put it in the car and I fucking drive, baby. Like that's all you can do, right? Just taking the things into your hand, but this is the chance for you to decide, you know what? I'm gonna go. Life's dealt me the hand. I just gotta do what I can. I gotta move forward. And we're gonna make a better life, right? I'm gonna do better things. I'll make shit happen. That's what the Six of Swords is, right? So there is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel. It is not all 10 swords stabbing you in the back, right? That's already kind of, I literally moved out. That's crazy. Yeah. So you're doing your best for yourself. I think for sure you're definitely doing your best for yourself. You're trying to make things happen. And then we followed up with the reverse Seven of Coins, right? And while the Seven of Coins is normally a card of forward motion and growth and change leads to new and better things, and it's reverse, it's the sense of impatience. It's the sense of going through the motions, working hard with no real satisfaction. It feels like you want things to be over and done with. You want things to happen now. And I think there's a lot of unresolved stuff that you're also trying to kind of deal with. There's a lot of like loose ends that you're trying to make happy and trying to tie up all these loose ends. You're trying to get things done. You mentioned the mother of your child, right? So you're probably also wondering like things like custody. Is there joint custody? Are you going to have to like, take care? Are you like working on a co-parenting thing? Because I mean, the fact that you're referring to her as the mother of your child and not any other relationship to you does signify to me that you probably don't want any other relationship with her other than the bare minimum of your child. So I think it is a matter of, trying to get all these things resolved. I think you kind of want them to all be over and done with now because you just want to move on. You just want to get past it. And I think, honestly, the best thing you can do is to not rush yourself. Because you don't want to fuck up. I mean, there's a lot of shit that can be still fucked up. Paperwork's the last thing you want to fuck up right now, right? So, and then, if you are the one taking care of your kid, then you want to make sure that your kid is okay, that they're settling in, that they're adjusting to new things, I mean, they're already gonna have to adjust whether they're with you or if they're with their mother. They're gonna have to adjust to the new situation of, you're not there anymore, or she's not there anymore. Whatever the situation is, there is some adjusting to do, regardless of whatever that may be. Kids, even if they don't fully understand the situation, they know something's wrong. They know something's different. And I think the best thing you can do is to not like rush through it. I do still love her. She's due on August 6th. Oh my God, the day before my birthday? That's crazy. So, not technically here yet. I do think you can't rush these things. That's crazy though. The baby's due the day before my birthday. Oh my gosh. Well, as one early August baby, I will say you just gotta take it one step at a time. Things are complicated. I think you definitely need some time to cool off. Obviously, you moved out. I think that's great. I think that's a great first step to helping you cool off and find what you need to do for yourself. And I think the next best thing is just really stopping thinking about what's important to you. Obviously, the kid is important to you. So what do you want to do for the kid? This is the time where you don't try to rush through things. Take it slow, take it steady. What can you do for the kid? What are you open? Are you looking for joint custody, right? Are you looking for a co-parenting relationship? Are you looking to, what is the situation? Because, like, I don't have all the answers. This is a 3-card reading. It's not exactly super in-depth, but I think the key thing here is don't try to rush through getting everything settled. Take your time, slow and steady, to really fully understand the full situation and what you want to do. And I think you have the space now to actually do that proper thinking, right? There's no need to speed run through this. You still have, like a month and a half-ish until the baby comes. So you've got a month and a half minimum to think about how you want to get things, taken care of, how you want to adjust the situation, Also, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So when it comes to the mother of the baby, what relationship do you want to have with her, right? Like I said, do you want a co-parenting relationship? Do you want no contact with her? Because if you want no contact with her, but you also want contact with the baby, that would be like a legal situation. So you'd also have to go to like court for that. So that's also going to take time. Ideally, I would like to model a healthy relationship for our son, and preferably one with her. I think that is something that you will have to talk to her about. Like I said, co-parenting, becoming very common, even if you're not necessarily in a relationship with the mother of the child. Like in a romantic relationship, you can still have the relationship of we're both taking care of this child together, right? And I think it's up to you to like really put that game plan in action of here's what's important to me. I care about you. I care about the kid that's on the way. I want to be involved in the kid's life. The kid means so much to me. What can we both do as grown adults, grown adult to grown adult? What can we do to help this new life, that's coming into the world, right? Putting aside our differences, putting aside our issues, whatever's going on here, what can we both do that will both, because it's going to be hard for her if she has to raise the kid alone too, and obviously you don't really want that. So offering to help where you can, I think, goes to show a healthy relationship. Even if you and the mother don't end up together in a romantic relationship, you can still have a very strong, healthy relationship to show the kid, even if you're not, dating the mother. You can still be, I think, a strong figure in the child's life, a good role model for the kid, even, if it's an unorthodox relationship. I think there's a lot of ways you can show a good and healthy relationship with other people to a child without it being like the utmost traditional version of that. So I think it's just a matter of what's going to work best for you, what's going to work best for the mom, and what's going to work best for the kid most of all, right? So you've got time. No need to rush. You've got your space now because you said you just moved out. You got your space. So really just like stop and take the time to think, especially for the kid's sake, but also for both of your sake as the adults, right? You want to make sure all 3 of you are happy, because if she's not happy, the kid's going to know it. And if you're not happy, the kid's going to know it. And if the kid's not happy, the kid's definitely going to know it, right? So just take the time to think up the game plan. You still have some time. So think it over a little bit, come up with some ideas. Then you can kind of like gently reach out to her about this, I think that's important. And I think as 2 grown adults, you can work through it, Also, thank you so much for the sub with Prime. I really appreciate it. It can be tough. It can be a complicated situation, but I think your heart's in the right place. And I do think moving out, especially if you're having like some issues with the mom, I think that's probably the best for the 2 of you as well. It gives her some peace of mind to do things and have her place to herself, and you to have your place for yourself. Having that space is so essential when you're going through difficult periods with other people. Having that breathing room, essentially. I think there is a chance to mend things, to make good things happen on your journey. What's happened? The 10 of Swords already happened, already in the past. You just gotta pick up where you left off, right? Just don't rush things. You still have time to fix things. You still have time to, and by fix, I mean like to make the most out of your situation as it is, You still have plenty of time for that. So there you go. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. That kind of stuff can always be a little complicated. But just remember, you know, you're a grown adult. You're a grown adult with a fully developed frontal lobe, and you gotta act like an adult. And sometimes adults have to sit down and stop and think about what they can do with other people, even if they don't necessarily, even if they have a complicated relationship with the other person. You know? And there you go. I hope that helps. Next up is that everybody? Did we all catch up on everyone? Definitely. Thank you. I hope that wasn't too deep of an inquiry. No, you're fine. You're fine. We've gotten a variety of questions during Tarot Thursdays here, so that's not too out of the ordinary here. I will say, as somebody who's come from a complicated family relationship, you know, I never met my dad, right? He's not even on my birth certificate. I think what matters most in finding family is doing your best, because even like my grandparents have a family. My whole family's a complicated relationship, but even with, like, for instance, my grandmother had a very complicated relationship with my abuelito, versus my grandpa, because she's married to my grandpa, but she was at one point in a relationship with my abuelito, and my abuelito took care of my my mom and my tias, and so there's like this very complicated relationship of, like, she doesn't like him, he doesn't really like her, but I was a little kid and I wanted to see them both, and they would put aside their own personal differences when I wanted to see them both, because I was living with my grandmother at the time. So she would take me to go see my abuelito. You know, they'd have a very like, how do I say, very formal relationship with each other. Like, very much like, we're acquaintances. Technically we are related in like the family, but we're not anything more than she wants to, you know, the kid wants to see you, the grandchild wants to see you, you know. And I think that helped me a lot as a kid, is saying that even people with these complicated relationships, these complicated dynamics with each other, do their best for the children around them, you know. And I think that shows an immense amount of maturity. Elsa, hi Vivi, welcome in. I grew up that way too. I just really want to create a different situation. We can't control how our relationships with other people are, unfortunately, you know. And I get that. But I think there is something important in seeing families that are different from the tradition, you know? There's nothing wrong with a family that's simply doing their best to make things happen, as long as they're mature adults about it. Like I said, co-parenting situations are becoming more openly common, where, you know, maybe like the mom and dad aren't, you know, in love with each other, but they care about the child, you know, and so they're doing their best for the kid's sake. You know, co-parenting is becoming a much bigger thing, and I think that can still be a perfectly healthy relationship. Sometimes love isn't enough. I think the love for your kid is the most important thing, and as long as you both have that love for that kid, you'll find a way to make it work. You'll find a way to, you know, put your own differences aside for the sake of the kid, you know. And I think it is healthy for the kid to see that people who don't love each other can still raise a happy kid, because even though they don't love each other, they love the kid. You know, they're coming together for a common goal. And I think that is also a healthy thing for a child to see, you know? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, personally. Sometimes it's good for kids to have these different perspectives, because then whenever they meet other kids who also have different perspectives, you know, it helps foster those connections and helps them understand. Because you gotta imagine kids have complicated social lives too. We don't realize it, but kids can have complicated social lives as well. And I think having that ability to understand that two people cannot like each other but can still work together to help somebody else, I think that's also a beautiful thing for a child to learn. You know? So there you go. There you go. Alrighty. And now Crystal on YouTube. Are you still here, Crystal, on YouTube? Are you still here? I don't know if Crystal on YouTube's still here. Yeah, like I said, you're a mature adult as long as you act like a mature adult. And you know, the mother of your child acts like a mature adult. I am sure that you will find a solution that works for you. And that works for the kid, you know. I think Crystal might have disappeared. But we'll do a couple raffle slots because I think we're all caught up on everybody now. Right? I'm scrolling through to double check. Yeah, we are all caught up on everyone. So, for those of you in chat who have not gotten a reading yet from me today, and you would like one, I am thinking of a number between 1 through 10, and the first person to guess it can get the reading. In case there are any people here who wanted to snag one. Ooh, 6. It's not 6. We'll see. If you give a little bit of space between your answers, you can keep guessing. Just give a little bit of extra space for other people to guess too, in case there is anybody else. So hi, Nordy. Hi. But you can keep guessing. Yeah, hi. Alright, you can guess again. You can guess again, Captain. 7. Oh my god, no, it wasn't 6 or 7, alright? I promise you it wasn't 6 or 7. Now guess again. I'll give you the reading when you guess the number. You're narrowing down your options. My number was actually 2, but I had to say 7. God. I remember my brain melted when I was playing my puzzle game last week. I was playing my puzzle game last week and I was stuck on this puzzle and I was going so crazy. I just started saying 6, 7 over and over again, dude. My brain was completely fried. Hi, Ludi. Welcome in. It's my favorite sleepy mage. You know other sleep magicians? Who? Who? Sure, I'm your favorite, but who else do you know? Welcome in, Ludi. We're doing the raffle. Go on, guess number 1 through 10 if you want to get a slot, if you want to get a reading. It's not 6 and it's not 7. It's also not 2. The number was 4. The number was 4, actually. Alrighty, well there you go. Would you like your tarot reading then, Ludi? And then we'll see. Yeah, hi Thomas. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'll take a stress management reading if that's possible. Yeah, I got you. And then after Ludi, I'll do a reading for you, Captain. I appreciate you guessing, even if you didn't guess it in time. I'll give you a reading too after Ludi. All right, Captain. Let's see what we got for your stress management reading. Hey, I hope you've been well, Thomas. Hope things have been good over there. Good morning. Good morning, Brune. I'll be doing well. So stress management. Sounds like you've been extra busy, huh? Had a lot on your plate, huh? It's an alright day. Yeah. Well, if it's morning, I mean, it's just the start of the day. I'm sure you've got plenty of time. You got plenty of time to make it a good day. I guess I'll turn it around. I'm good. I'm making intention jars to sell at the local Pride Festival. The county had an issue with me doing tarot readings at Pride, so I had to switch my business model. Oh. Why couldn't you do tarot readings at Pride? But intention jars are cute. I do like that. I wonder why they had an issue with that. Is there a queue for the readings? We are doing Ludi's reading right now. Then we're doing Sexy Captain's reading after that. And then depending on the time, I could probably do a reading for you. Depends on the time though. I'm hungry. I've been craving grilled cheese for like an hour. So. You've been doing okay? Yeah, I've been doing good. I've been doing good. I've been working all kinds of stuff, you know. And then Ludi is also sub, so we'll grab your oracle card as well. You should eat grilled cheese with soup. We do have tomato soup, so I could absolutely make a grilled cheese and tomato soup. Yeah. Oh fuck, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do after stream. Hell yeah. Grilled cheese and tomato soup, baby. It's gonna be so delicious. I'm hyped. I'm hyped now. Fortune telling requires I go to city hall meetings so people can protest my business, then they vote yes or no. Oh, that's so exhausting, dude. Oh, that's so exhausting. God forbid people have fun with that kind of shit. It's not like you're telling them these are the lottery numbers you should bet your house on. It's not like that's what you're telling them. But the intention jars, I think, is a really cute pivot, though. Especially for, like, Pride. I think that's even more fitting, too. I think that's very sweet. Let's go ahead and put these up on the screen for you, Ludi. Starting with... Then next up we have and then we follow it up with... 'Cause, 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 Alrighty, Ludi. We've got all of the cards for you for your stress management reading. So we have the reverse Nine of Wands, we have the reverse Four of Swords, and we have the High Priestess. And then for your oracle card, we have sow, like sowing seeds, right? So we start with the reverse Nine of Wands, right? And the reverse Nine of Wands is a card of obstacles in the way. This can be weakness, sickness, ill health in general. This is you're kind of wearing yourself thin to where the point where it feels like it's kind of weighing on your body a little bit. It feels like, it definitely feels like your strength that you normally have in reserve, that normally like bubbles forth and overflows, is you're starting to shrivel up. It feels. I seem to be getting a lot of these Nine of Wands. Well, in its reverse, it feels like you're shriveling up a little bit. You need more water. You know, somebody needs to come and water the Ludi. That's what it feels like. You're waiting for somebody with a little watering can to just sprinkle a little bit of a little extra water, a little extra miracle grow on you. You know, you're like, please, please, I'm so thirsty. You know. It can be tough. It can be tough. But I think this is a matter of, this is something you gotta take care of. You know, this is a priority number one, I would say. Also, hi Montaigne. We're currently full on our readings right now. We're doing our last readings for the night already, unfortunately. But we do these every Thursday if you want to come in next Thursday. Yeah, and then we followed up with the reverse Four of Swords, right? And the reverse Four of Swords this is like sort of like a moment's rest. This is a breather for you right now. This is your chance to bandage yourself up, you know, wrap up your wounds, get the gauze, get the tape, patch yourself up briefly, and then you're kind of charging right back out there. So you're not done, right? You're still going. There's still plenty of shit you have to do. There's a lot of stuff that you want to get done, and it feels like all you can really do is like a patchwork job before you got to get back out there again and start charging forward. And that is tough. That is tough. I mean, not having the chance to fully rest and heal and slowly take your time, you know, sleep even. It's very much like you're doing your best with what you've got. But you're kind of putting a band-aid on the situation when really you need like a cast, right? I think that is sort of the important thing here, right? Is don't push yourself too hard without your plan, because otherwise if you keep pushing yourself at this rate, you're going to make yourself worse, right? And I think you kind of know that if you keep pushing yourself at this rate, if you keep forcing yourself, you're going to burn out, right? There's only so much a fire can burn before it runs out of oxygen and it snuffs itself out, right? So you need to give it the time. You need to give it the air to breathe so your fire can keep burning properly. You need to give it the fuel it needs so it can keep burning properly. Otherwise, you're going to snuff yourself out, right? And I think you do have to listen to your intuition. You do have to listen to your inner voice. And that's where this High Priestess comes in, right? She's telling you, and your inner voice is telling you, hey man, you gotta take it easy. You gotta find things that you can do for yourself to ease your burden, because you have so much on your plate. I think it's okay to divert some of that stuff that's currently on your plate to maybe somebody else, right? Finding little tasks that you don't have to do yourself, things that you don't physically have to make happen yourself. I would find a way to divert that energy to somebody else. I'd be like, hey man, can you cover for this? Can you do this for me? I need to sleep. I need a break, right? Jenny, I already did your reading like an hour ago, Jenny, I did your reading like an hour ago. Jenny, it's in the VOD, Jenny. You'll have to rewatch the VOD, but I did do your reading for you already. Oh my gosh, disappearing without a trace on me, Jenny. No, it's okay, it's okay. But I did do the reading for you already. It's in the VOD, so if you want to watch the VOD, then it is in there. Can I ask for magical advice? Yeah, you can ask. You can ask. I'll do my best to answer. But yeah, so it feels like the cards are saying like, hey, Louis, you know what's up. You know what's weighing on you. You know kind of what all has to be done. And I think it's just a matter of what can you delegate to others? Because you can delegate some stuff to others. You don't have to do everything all yourself. You don't have to carry the burden of the world on your shoulders. Like, you're not Atlas. It's fine. You can share the load. And I think it's just a matter of prioritizing yourself and your health, because otherwise you will burn out, right? And that's kind of where your final card, your oracle card, comes in, which is sow, which is a card of, like I said, sowing seeds, planning, setting your intentions, but also a card of optimism, knowing that this is what's best, not only for you, but for other people, to take this small break now so you don't crash and burn later for a much longer period of time, right? That's kind of where stress management comes in here, is understanding what is actually within your power, what is actually within your abilities, what can you feasibly do, not what's the maximum capacity of things you can do, what can you feasibly do, right? Two different things, because you can definitely do a lot more, but at what cost, right? Yeah, you gotta share the loot just in time for Pride Month, baby. But I think it is very much like you're trying to take on your maximum capacity because you're like, well, I can do this physically. Physically, I can do this. But I don't think you need to be doing that, because your physical capacity is much stronger and much larger than your mental capacity. And right now your mental capacity kind of needs a break. So it's like, hey, technically, yes, you can do this. Physically, yes, you can do this. But should you do this? Is it necessary for you to do this? Right? And I think you got to listen to your gut there. You got to listen to your intuition. You got to listen to that little voice that's on your shoulder that's telling you, hey, I think so-and-so can handle this, actually. I don't think we need to be doing this. It's fine. We can trust so-and-so to do that, right? So-and-so's got this. Looks at the 20 VTubers I mod for constantly. I hate how accurate these are some days. I mean, are you the only mod on their team? You're not the only mod on their team, right? I think it's okay to allow the other mods to to handle things for you, you know, so you can prioritize and you can kind of cycle through. That way you're not overburdening yourself, you know? I think trust the other mods. Trust the other mods that they've got this. I definitely understand though, because I only mod for one I only mod for one person. I mod for Neon Harper, right? And I am not the head mod. Nordy is the head mod for Neon Harper, right? And so sometimes Nordy's like, hey man, I can't be there. I can't be there today. And you know what? All of us collectively, the rest of the team, are like, we got you, Nordy. We got your fucking back, bro. We'll monitor everything. We'll take care of it for you. You get your rest. You do what you got to do for yourself, Nordy. We got this. So we all, like, Avengers assemble when Nordy can't handle it. So I think trust in the other mods. They'll be more than happy to step up to the plate when they can to help, you know. They also care about the streamer. They also want to get the job done. They also want to do their best for that. And I think that's all you can do, is trust that other people will help step up to the plate when you need to breather, when you need to rest, when you need to heal, right? Understanding that, having optimism that other people will do what needs to be done, and that you don't have to be the only one doing it, right? The job will get done. People will be there to take your place. So take your breather, take your break, take your rest, and know that, like, you are the most important thing, you know? There you go. I hope that helps, Ludi. Fingers crossed. Sometimes you just gotta have somebody tell you, like, hey, it's okay. Somebody else will take care of this for you, you know? So-and-so will take care of that. Because I know what it's like to feel like you're piling everything on your plate, doing everything all by yourself. And you don't have to do everything by yourself, you know? It did help. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. Next up is Sexy Captain. Are you still here, Sexy Captain? Hi. What would you like a reading for, Sexy Captain? I was looking for something along the lines of the future of a connection. Ooh, the future of a connection, huh? Let's see, let's see. Hi, Key Energy. Welcome in. The future of a connection. Let's see what we got for you, Captain. This is an interesting spread. Okay, okay. Let's put these up on the screen for you, Captain. Starting with... Tarot, yes, tarot. And then the final card is... There we go. Alrighty. So, Captain, for your future connection reading, in order of left to right, this is such an interesting lineup, bro. We have the Three of Coins, we have Strength, and we have the reverse 10 of Swords, right? So we start with the Three of Coins, right? And the Three of Coins is very much like a card of like honing a skill, mastering a craft, learning a trade, understanding and growing from something through experience, right? It's through this experience that you learn, you grow, you become a better person when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to anything really, but especially those, right? This is your chance for you to turn your time into gold, to turn your experiences into valuable things, right? That's what the Three of Coins is. This is the chance for you to sort of like level up your abilities when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to connections with other people. And then we follow it up with the Strength card. And the Strength card tells you, hey man, no matter what happens, no matter what life throws at you, You are strong enough to get through it. You will find a way. You will keep moving forward like you always do, because that is your strength, right? The strength card tells you whatever happens in life, whatever crazy bullshit gets thrown your way, you will make it through. You will come out on the other side, right? They'll throw you to the den of the wolves and you'll walk out pregnant, right? That sort of thing. And then we follow it up with the reverse 10 of swords, and it's like, you're gonna hit rock bottom, but you know what you do when you hit rock bottom? You climb out, baby. You climb out. So I don't know if you're gonna have a super great relationship. This feels like a cope reading. I'm gonna be so rude with you. This reads like a cope reading of, hey buddy, at least you're getting experience. At least you're learning from what happened. You'll come out of it on the other side, but damn, is it gonna fucking suck, dude. I don't know if the relationship's gonna work out. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't know if this is a good I don't know if this is a good reading in terms of romance for you. Oh, but it is a good reading for you overall for your life, but not for this romance, not for this future connection, I would say. The future connection is gonna fucking suck. Maybe we're lucky and I'm wrong. You know, if you're lucky, I'll be wrong, and it'll be a wonderful, beautiful relationship, and I would absolutely love for myself to be proven wrong. But this reads like a toxic breakup that fucking changes the course of your life type shit. You know? It's like the start of like a rom-com where the guy gets like massively dumped in some like crazy, insane situation before finding the love of their life later, you know? But it does feel very much like a, at least you're getting experience, buddy. You'll get through it, don't worry. That's what it reads like. So, interpret that as you will, I suppose. Oh yeah, it's right on track. No, I don't want it to be right, dude. I was hoping you would tell me I was completely wrong on that one. Damn. That's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. Yeah. Also, good night, Jacob. Sweet dreams. You're right at the start. Yeah. Just think of it as like, yeah, this is the beginning of the rom-com. How do I make people respect me? I mean, you can't make anybody respect you. Respect is something that the other person has to give you, right? You can't make somebody give you respect. All you can do is be the best version of yourself that you can be to show them why you're deserving of respect. But ultimately, it's up to them. You could be the most deserving person on the planet and some people still won't respect you, you know? So, you can't make anybody respect you, unfortunately. That's up to them. That's 100% up to them, whether or not they respect you. But yeah, I hope that helps. Sexy captain, fingers crossed. You're at the very beginning of the rom-com. I am very deserving. Yeah, like I said, you could be the most deserving person on the planet in terms of respect, and there will still be people out there who will not respect you. So, it's not a matter of even if you are worthy of respect. It's just a matter of will they give it to you. All you can do is just be the best version of yourself, be the most worthy version of yourself, but there will always be people who, no matter what, will just simply not respect you. And you can't really force them to. You can't make them. They have to do that on their own. All you can do is just be the best version of you. It sucks. It fucking sucks. It's like, please, come on, man. Like, show me some respect. I'm showing you respect, you know. We're both people, but some people are fucking, that's just how it is. It fucking sucks. Yeah, it does suck, but you can't force them. All you can do is, like I said, just be a person worthy of respect, and people will see it, and those people will give you the respect. But the people who won't, they're not even worth your time anyway. They're not worth your time anyway. Right? There are people who don't respect me because of my identity. You know, it's Pride Month. People who don't respect me because I'm non-binary, because I'm bisexual, right? There are people who will never respect me because of that. There are people who will never respect me because I'm an anime character on the internet. And it's up to you to decide whether or not that's valid. But, you know, regardless of the advice I give, regardless of the things I do, there are people who will simply never respect me. And fucking, that's not worth my time. That's not worth me worrying about. There are people who do respect me. There are people who do cherish me and cherish my presence and listen to my advice and stuff like that. And all I can do is just say thank you to the people who listen to me. You know? We love you.
Yeah, I love you too. I love you too.
I think I should try and distance myself from that person when I get that chance. Yeah, I mean, if they don't respect you, there's no point wasting your energy. Like I said, there are people who will never respect a single word out of my mouth because I'm an anime character, right? Like, because I'm a little 2D little guy on their screen, I'm streaming on Twitch, you know, streaming on YouTube, on the internet. Why would they take me seriously, right? That's up to them to decide, but it's also up to me to decide that their opinion shouldn't matter to me, you know? Chad, if only we can give him 5 gifts. That is not what I was saying. But it is very much like a thing of I could, I'm not saying I do, but I could give the world's greatest advice, and there will be people who will see that I'm a fucking anime character, and they're like, nah, I'm not gonna listen to that. I'm not gonna listen to a fucking cartoon, bro. I'm not gonna listen to a cartoon on the internet, right? That's their prerogative. That's up to them. They can decide to do that. Even if I was given the most golden, perfect advice in the world, they could still say that, and that's none of my fucking business. That's not something I gotta worry about, you know? I just gotta share my thoughts with the people who do listen. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Some people will never respect you, and it's not worth your time to make them respect you. Because they won't. Anyway, that grilled cheese and tomato soup is calling me, baby. I'm so fucking hungry. Yeah, your blue eyeliner may be on fleek, but still sometimes non-respect can happen. Yeah, it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Regardless of my beautiful appearance, there will be people who will never take me seriously. And that's not something I should bother myself with. Yeah, I'm gonna make the most delicious fucking grilled cheese and tomato soup in the world, bro. Oh, I'm so hungry. Yeah, it's dinner time, baby. Let's see who's up. Who's online right meow? Oh, Celeste is online doing tarot as well. Yeah. I think we'll write Celeste doing tarot too. She's also doing tarot Thursday. Very beautiful. I admit it. Okay, so we are gonna raid Celeste. And then tomorrow we are playing Lover's Enigma. The full version of Lover's Enigma came out. I played the demo a few months ago. It was absolutely fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. If you like dark psychological horror romance games, I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to date a beautiful, beautiful, fucked up exorcist who is preventing a cult from getting too close to me. And also investigating the murder of my dead husband. So that'll be fun. Hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow for Lover's Enigma. But if not, no worries. I'll see you when I see you. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. And good night. I'll post pics of the grilled cheese and tomato soup in the Discord when I make it. All right, bye.